Hello IP2, Teacher Dennis here. Welcome to this week's health class. Okay, so we're going to learn about more of our internal organs this week. But before we continue, I thought it would be a good idea to just go through all of our internal organs again and the names of our internal organs. So I just thought it'd be a good exercise just for everyone to say the names of our internal organs out loud again. Okay, so let's start at the top one. Brain. Brain. Okay, repeat after me. Brain. Brain. Very good. Next one. Heart. Heart. Very good. Next one. Lungs. 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 Very good. Next one. Stomach. Stomach. Okay, again. Stomach. Stomach. Very good. Liver. Liver. Very good. Kidneys. Kidneys. Very good. And last one, intestines. Intestines. Okay, again, intestines. Intestines. Okay, very good. So we've already covered our brain. So I hope you remember everything about our brain. The different sections in our brain, there are three. The forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Okay? They're the three important things to remember about our brain. Then our heart. How big is your heart? Can you remember? It's the size of your fist. Okay? The size of your fist. Can you remember which side of the heart pumps blood with oxygen in it? Which side pumps blood with no oxygen? Okay, so the right hand side pumps blood with little oxygen or no oxygen, and the left hand side pumps blood that has lots of oxygen. Okay, they're the important things to remember about our heart. And our lungs. Our lungs, how many lungs do we have? One or two? Two. And what do we have? If we have two of something on our body, what is the word we call them? Pairs. Okay? So we have a pair of lungs. We have a pair of ears. We have a pair of hands. Okay? So if we have two lungs, we have a pair of lungs. And are our lungs very hard? No, they're soft and spongy. Okay. And what is the function of our lungs? Our lungs is to take in the good air and exhale the bad air. So good air comes into our lungs and the bad air comes out of our lungs. Okay? All right. So this week we're going to learn about our stomach. Okay? Our stomach. So if you can open on page 5 and follow me while I am reading. Okay? Our stomach is another important internal organ. It is a muscular sac with a volume of 2 to 4 liters. Okay, so they call this a sac, okay? Because if you know, a sac is like a big bin bag, okay? Like a big bin bag. And it can hold 2 to 4 liters of food and water, okay? So it's like a big sac. So what does the functions do? Okay, so the functions of the stomach. Storing food for 2 to 6 hours. This means when you eat food, it will go down into your stomach and it will stay in your stomach for between 2 and 6 hours. Okay, so it will take 2 to 6 hours before it leaves your stomach. It also produces digestive juices that help digest food. Okay, what that means, it helps produce liquids inside your stomach to help break down the food into even smaller pieces. Producing an acidic juice to kill bacteria in the food. So if our food is not good and it has bacteria or germs in it, the stomach produces acid to kill those bacteria and germs. And finally, assisting in breaking down food which moves slowly into the intestines. So in our stomach, we have food that after we've chewed it and it's gone down to our stomach, and even after the digestive juices have broken it down, it still doesn't break it down all the way. So it has to assist in moving the food that it can't break down. It still needs to leave the stomach. So the stomach will help move food that is too big to break down anymore. Okay? Okay, caring for our stomach. Okay, how do we look after our stomach? Caring for our stomach. First one, eat regularly and try not to skip meals. Okay, do you remember what this means, eat regularly? It means that you should eat at the same time every day. Okay, so for example, we know we should have 3 meals per day. What are the names of the 3 meals we should eat? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay, and we should try to have breakfast at the same time every day. We should try to eat lunch at the same time every day. And we should try to eat dinner at the same time every day. Okay, and if we do that, it's good for our stomach because it knows what time it needs to work. Point number 2, chew the food well before swallowing. Do not overeat. Okay, this is really important. When we're eating, we need to chew the food into as small pieces as possible. Okay, so when you're chewing, keep chewing until the food cannot get any smaller before you swallow. Okay, this will help you. This will help your stomach be able to work faster and easier. And also, we should not overeat. So you don't want to fill your stomach too much with too much food and drink, because then it will get full and then it has to work harder. So just try to eat enough food, not too much food. Okay. And finally, try to reduce anxiety or pressure. Be happy. Believe it or not, your stomach works better when you are happy. If you are not happy, your stomach finds it harder to do its job. So try not to stress, try not to be sad, try to be happy. And if you are happy, your stomach will work much, much better. Okay? All right, let's move on to the second one for today. Okay, this is our liver. Okay, liver. Okay, page 6. Can you follow with me, please? Okay. Our liver is another important organ in our body. We cannot live without the liver, as it does many specific functions for our body. Okay, so let's see. What are the functions? Functions means what does it do? Okay. First one, converting glycogen into glucose to be used as energy. Glucose is like sugar. Okay, so glucose is like a sugar. Do you know if you eat sugar, lots and lots of sugar, you have lots of energy to do things. You want to run around really quickly and you can do whatever you want. Well, the liver produces that glucose or a sugar inside our body to give us energy to do things. Okay, number 2, storing important nutrients such as glycogen, minerals and vitamins. So when you are told you need to eat lots of vitamins, food with lots of vitamins in it, all those vitamins go into your liver, and your liver keeps those vitamins and sends them to different places that need it. Okay, so your vitamins need to go to different places in your body. Your liver holds on to the vitamins until some part of your body needs those vitamins, and it will then send the vitamins to that part of your body. Okay, number 3, producing bile to break down fats for easy digestion. Okay, so bile is like an acid that it creates, that it can send to break down food, fatty food, so that it can, so that it's easier for you to go to the toilet later. Okay, because fatty foods are very difficult to break down. So the liver produces a bile to break down that fatty food as much as possible. And finally, getting rid of alcohol, toxins and drugs. So if somebody consumes alcohol, if somebody drinks alcohol, or if you eat bad food, or if somebody was to take drugs, even medicine, it gets rid of all the toxins and alcohol and drugs that are in your body. The liver works hard to extract that, take it out of your body and get rid of it. Okay? All right. Caring for our liver. So how do we look after our liver? 1, avoid fatty and unhealthy food. Okay, so the best way to look after our liver is to not eat a lot of fatty food or unhealthy food. And I always say the easiest examples: McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Chester's, Pizza Company, Pizza Hut. All of these places serve fatty food and unhealthy food. So you should not eat from these places every day. Okay, if you eat from them every day, you will damage your liver. Number 2, have more vegetables which are rich in minerals and vitamins. Okay, so you should always try to eat as many fruit and vegetables as you can every day, because the minerals and vitamins in those fruit and vegetables will go straight into your liver, and that will keep your liver healthy, and then your liver will be able to send them to different parts of your body when your body needs it. Okay? Okay. Avoid alcoholic drinks and taking unnecessary medicines. Okay, so alcohol destroys the liver. If you drink lots of alcohol, it will damage your liver, and your liver won't be able to function the way it is supposed to. So you should avoid this. And unnecessary medicines. Remember, you should only take medicine if the doctor has prescribed it for you. Okay? We don't take medicines belonging to other people. We only take medicines that we need to take ourselves. And like every other part of the body, point number 4, get enough sleep. Okay? Get enough sleep. So rest is very, very important for all of our organs. Okay, so that is our liver. And the last one for today are intestines. Intestines, okay? So we have 2 intestines, okay? 2 intestines. Have a look at this image. We can see that there are 2 different looking intestines. One is called the small intestine, okay? And the second one is called the large intestine. So the large intestine is the outer intestine. So you can see the large intestine is bigger. It's like this. And the small intestine is like this size, okay? So the small intestine is longer but the circle, the tube, is smaller, and the large intestine is much, much bigger. Okay, that's how you can remember the large intestine, small intestine. Okay, all right, let's read about the intestines. Our intestines are like long tubes and can be divided into two parts, the small intestine and the large intestine. Okay, so let's read about the small intestine and large intestine. The small intestine is about 5.5 to 7 meters long, while the large intestine is about 1.5 meters long. Okay, so the small intestine is longer than the large intestine, but we don't call them that after their size. They're called after the width of the tube, okay? The partly digested food from the stomach moves into the small intestine. Okay, so we just learned about the stomach, and after the food has been in the stomach, the next place it goes to is the intestine, the small intestine. In the small intestine, more digestive juices break down the food to complete the digestion. The digested food is absorbed through the walls of the small intestine into the blood. Okay, so in the small intestine, food gets broken down even more, okay? Even more, into like a liquid. And then from there, it can go into our blood, okay? So whatever we need from the food can go into our blood to help keep our blood healthy. The undigested food then enters the large intestine. Most water from the undigested food is absorbed into the body. The undigested food is then passed out of the bodies as feces. Okay, so after it's gone through the small intestine, if there is still some food left that hasn't broken down yet, that hasn't disappeared, it goes into our large intestine. And inside the large intestine, if there's any water left, the large intestine will take whatever water is left, and then it will pass through our body and will come out as poo. Okay, so whatever food is left builds up and then comes out as poo. Okay, when that's the end of our digestion. Okay, how do we care for our intestines? Number one, again, same as the other organs. Have a healthy diet, especially fresh vegetables and fruit, which are high in fiber. They help keep your intestines healthy. Okay, same as all our other organs. 2, exercise regularly to keep the intestines working effectively. Okay, exercise. Nearly all of our other intestines need good exercise too. And finally, drink a lot of water. At least 8 glasses of water a day. Okay, so I think you drink lots of water anyway. All of our other organs need water to function as well. So make sure you drink at least 8 glasses of water every day. Okay, so again, no homework this week because we're not finished going through all of the intestines. Hopefully we'll have lots of work to do when you get back to the classroom. That is all for today's class. Thank you very much, IP2.